Been here about 3 hours and I am doing okay. So, I mean, I'm hot, but everybody's hot, but I'm able to tolerate it. So yeah, well, I'm gonna try to check in towards the end of the day and see see how I'm doing then. So anyway, hey y'all, welcome. So happy to have you. If you are new, welcome. So glad that you are here. Thank you for taking the time to stop by. Tonight I'm going to be sharing what made my trip, my most recent road trip, so much more easier, and what I incorporate when I go on road trips on a regular basis. 2 of my doctors are out of state and we drive to them. And so I found that these items are my essentials. I take them no matter what, and it's made traveling easier because, as you know, with chronic pain and illness, it is hard. It's hard, and for me, it increases my pain levels. It makes me sick. I often get nausea and vomiting, and all of those things. It just worsens the symptoms altogether. So these things I've found are vital, and because of these things, and another thing, the power scooter that I rented, I was able to, for the most part, be at both parks. We went to Hurricane Harbor and Six Flags for my son's 13th birthday, and I was able to hang the whole time. So it was incredible. It was like 100 answered prayers because I've missed out on so much the past 4 years, and this would not have happened a year ago or 4 years preceding this. So I was totally excited, and now especially that I found these items that help me to have a better experience and not have to miss out, because car rides are so hard and on our bodies and everything. It's been such a blessing. So I wanted to share what I found. They're in no particular order. I find them all helpful. So, and I will list and link all of them below with where I bought them from. The first thing is my noise canceling headphones. These things, I love them so much. Where are they at? I might be sitting on them. I have the Bose brand. They're comfortable, so they don't squeeze my head, and then I like the padding on them. So these I like to just turn on a podcast or a Audible, whatever, and just kind of zone out. It keeps me from getting overstimulated. That's why I like them. And just all the noise and things from travel, especially if you've got kiddos in the car, it's like so easy to get overstimulated, or it is for me anyway. The second thing would be a mini travel fridge, and I know that sounds super probably over the top because I kind of thought so myself whenever I came upon it. However, I was using a cooler with ice in it, and I found that the ice was melting and it was seeping into my medication, and then I couldn't bring my headache out, which I use on an everyday basis. So I love the fridge because it keeps my headache hat cool, and it keeps my meds safe and from getting water in them, and also water keeps my waters cold. The third thing is peppermint oil. I won't leave without that thing. I mean, it's always in my purse. Peppermint oil is always in my purse, and excuse me. It helps with nausea. It helps with my regular nausea, my everyday nausea that I get anyway. But then, of course, the motion tends to make that worse. So it helps a lot. And the cooling towels that I brought were hugely helpful. They're just these little, you get them wet and they stay cold, and you wrap them around your neck, your head, or wherever. You can put them several different places, but we all 4 use, my children and my husband use these, and they help tremendously. We used them at we even used them at Hurricane Harbor. They did. I couldn't get in the water, but lifesaver for sure. And if you have temperature regulation issues, it's a good thing to have anyway. I keep them in my purse. So misting fan, this thing I say this thing might have saved my life at Hurricane Harbor, because I couldn't get in the water, and I did not even think about that before I decided to go. So I was in this little tent-like apparatus thing, which was it did not provide much shade, and it was so hot because there was no breeze. Anyway, it's got a mister to it, and so I had it on high the whole 3 hours I was there, and it helped so much. I actually ended up having to, it's a long story, I won't go into that, but I believe I wasn't able to stay the whole time is what I was going to say, but it, I believe, prolonged the amount of time that I was able to stay. Even when I went to the car and passed out, I had the AC on full blast, and I was still blowing this little thing on me, and it helped. The battery was tremendous, so I really like this. I mean, the battery power, it lasted a long time. Next thing is my medication organizer. It's just a very small, it's amazing how many supplements and medications this thing holds. It is small, but it's crazy how deep the pockets or the little compartments are, and you can label them. I like it because it can get wet, like if something spills or something, and it won't ruin your meds. So I bring that. I always have that in my purse anyway, but on this particular trip, I brought everything, every supplement, every prescription, and even more just in case. So and it was great to have on me. The next thing would be C-bands. So like those little, you've probably seen them. They are for car sickness. Those are so helpful. So I use that, and my daughter too, because she gets car sick. So helpful. The next thing is my Tranquility oil. It's an essential oil blend. Sorry, it's probably loud. From Rocky Mountain Oils, and there's lots of different anxiety blends. This one I love just because I am sensitive to smells. A lot of us with migraines and different things are very sensitive to smells. This for me is, I'm not sensitive to it, and it does it. It works. It definitely is calming. So yeah, I don't know if you can see the label, but it'll be, it's not really focusing. Anyway, it'll be linked below, and I'll diffuse it in the car, and it helps. I get a lot of anxiety because of the 2 car accidents that I've been in, where the first one, a guy ran a red light and hit me, and I was injured, and then 10 years later, a guy was texting and T-boned me, and I was injured in that one as well. So as a passenger especially, I'm very anxious, and so this helps, and I find that it in turn helps with my pain as well. So the next thing is my headache hat. That thing, I love it. I take it everywhere. I use it every day. Yeah, not a day goes by that I do not use it. I love it. So I bring that with me. And also because travel can increase pain, it can give people headaches that don't have headaches on a regular basis. So I bring that with me, and it helps a ton. And then of course Clorox wipes, because we know if we've got autoimmune stuff, it's easy to catch things when you're out and about traveling, so always have those. An eye mask, because I'm photosensitive, and also the motion, I'm sensitive to the motion of cars passing by and things like that. So I'll put my noise canceling headphones on and the eye mask, and sort of just retreat into my little happy place, and it helps the time pass, but it helps me to arrive and not be overstimulated and feeling awful before we even get to where our destination is. And I like the one that I have, because I can keep it cool in my little cooler, and it helps cooling. I use ice a lot, so it helps with my headaches. The next one is a weighted lap blanket. And I, obviously for temperature regulation, a blanket and a pillow. I forgot to mention that. But the weighted blanket, it helps with my anxiety, and it also, I don't know, it's just so comforting if you've used one. I love this particular one because it's small, it's easy to travel with, and I love the thing. So the next thing is emesis bags, and I just have a little pack that I keep in the glove compartment for those times when it didn't work. All your efforts to keep the nausea and vomiting at bay. They're small and they pop open, and you can just put them in the trash when you're done. So, and then the Clorox wipes, of course, for easy cleanup. Next thing would be sweats. I have to travel in comfortable clothing. If it's tight or too constrictive, it makes my pain worse. So, and it's harder for me to relax and get comfortable. So these particular sweats that I'm talking about, I love them. I swear I wear them on every single road trip I have. The next thing is a bag hanger, and I'm always looking for, you know, before I found this, I was always looking for places to put my purse, and I love this because it has like 4 different hooks on it, and I can hook my purse on it, and then I always keep Walmart sacks or wherever I grocery shop at, and I'll keep my trash bag there too, so that we can just put the trash in there and keep the car clean. It'll hang both and easy to swap out. The next thing is my orthopedic seat cushion. I have SI joint disorder, and it helps. I wear my belt, of course, my SI belt, but this helps stabilize, you know, the road is, the jars in the road and all of that, it tends to jar us all around, and even if I have my belt on without this, it still aggravates my SI joints, so, and my hips too, and this holds my hips in place so my bursitis doesn't get too flared up, or my SI joints. I can't sit for very long without irritating those joints, so the thing has been amazing. The next thing is my essential oil diffuser, and I will use it to put the Tranquility in. We used it a lot because it just helps keep peaceful and calm, and you know, children can argue and people can get cranky when they're in the car for a while, or at least our family can. So I love that you can diffuse it, and it's really cool. It just fits right in the cup holder. Great item to have. Travel AC adapter, so for the fridge that I'm speaking of, and then also if you are somebody that responds well to heat, so that you can, you know, have your heating pad. So always have that. And then I will bring this set of ice packs that I have, the kind that screw the top screw off and you just pour ice in. I like this set because it comes with different sizes, and so therefore whatever's hurting, if it's your jaw, a little small one or a big one for your back. So, but I like them because of the way you can put the ice in. And then the last thing is my headache relief oil blend. Let's see what, I don't know, I'm gonna post it below. I know it's hard to see, so, but I have that in my purse and I keep that with me. I use it probably on a daily basis. So yeah, those things help me to arrive in the best condition I possibly can. Without them, it helps. You know, trips are, whether you're going to a doctor's appointment or whether you're on vacation and taking a road trip, you know, you want to have the best time you possibly can. And these things may not work for everyone, but they just worked for me. So I wanted to share them in case, it being summer and you've got a road trip coming up, that maybe some of these items can help. And then I think I mentioned it. I did not list it because I don't own a power scooter, but I did rent a power scooter, and the thing was my favorite. I love it. I have trouble walking and with balance, and it makes everything worse, neuro symptoms and pain, and it was a lifesaver. I was able to last the whole day with my family at Six Flags. Couldn't take it in Hurricane Harbor, but I did take it into Six Flags, and it kept me, it was fabulous. I was able to last until my son was the one asking to leave. So it was like 100 answered prayers, because I, for the past 4 years, have missed out on so many things, including family vacations, family fun, birthdays, events, holidays, you name it, I've missed it. So to be able to go to Six Flags for the whole time, y'all, that was just like no words. For my family, it meant the world. So if you are here, again, thank you so much for being here. And if you have anything that you like, your must-haves, I would love to hear them. Drop them below. Anything to add. I'm always looking to improve my quality of life, so that would be really, really great. And again, thank you for being here, and don't forget to hit the notification bell if this helped you out. Give me a thumbs up, but the notification bell, so that you will be notified of my next upload. And I hope you all have a great weekend and a great summer, and happy travels if you're traveling. So thank you.